This conference also oversees the official launch of a newly formed coalition to work for the release of your mother Narges. In December every year, when the Nobel laureates come to Oslo, we always ask them what we at the Nobel Peace Center can do to help their work for peace. And when we asked your father that question in December, he said that there are so many good forces working for the release of Narges and other political prisoners. And if we could help them work together, maybe the chance of success would be higher. So during the last year, we have been facilitating the formation of a coalition to free Narges, the Free Narges Coalition, and today the partners are here to mark the launch together with us. And they are, in addition to the foundation in Narges Mohammadi's name, represented here by Ali and Kiana. They are Frontline Defenders, represented by Alan Glasgow, Reporters Without Borders, represented by Rebecca Vincent, and PEN America's Karin Kalakar. Please welcome to the stage. So Alan, Frontline Defenders have been working with Narges' case for many years. We know that getting a prisoner like her out of prison is not an easy task. What are you hoping to achieve through this coalition?
Well, look, can I start by saying what an absolute honor and a privilege it is to be in this room today here with Narges' family, and you know, it's so many important voices that have been such a part of it. Frontline Defenders have been working on the Narges' case for some years, as of course her family know, and we're very privileged, of course, to be joined by our coalition members today. We work in 133 countries last year, and many governments take up the tactic of imprisoning people. It's an insidious action which stops people engaging in human rights defense work, but most of all, it's an effort to silence human rights defenders. What they want is Narges' silence, and it's such a joy today to see that she has not been silenced, and by virtue of the work of her family and many people. So we want to continue to do that. We encourage people to join our coalition. We encourage people to lobby their own governments. We encourage people to ensure that this strategy does not work. What they want is her silence. They can't have it.
Thank you, Alan. And over to you, Rebecca. You present Reporters Without Borders. And although Narges is a geologist, she has worked as a journalist since her student days, writing articles, producing films and books to advocate for human rights. So at Reporters Without Borders, you have some experience with these kind of coalitions. Can you tell us what you have achieved in the past?
Absolutely. And so my organization, we all have slightly different entry points, but Narges represents so many things for so many people. We defend the freedom, independence, and pluralism of journalism and those who embody those ideals, which fits Narges also very perfectly. We see her as such a true emblematic case, not only to shed light on the situation in Iran, but globally, because when anybody is targeted in the way that Narges has been, it impacts all of our rights to information around the world. So we cannot let that happen. We were so pleased to be invited by the Nobel Peace Center to join this and to, in fact, found this new coalition. We believe in the power of coalitions. It's been my honor to work in a number of others before, including in support of another Nobel laureate, Maria Ressa, who we'll hear from later today. Our organization is one of the co-chairs of the Hold the Line Coalition, and their situations in some ways are quite different, but they're both people who have really dedicated their entire working lives to standing up for all of our rights and fighting for freedom of information, freedom of expression, human rights more broadly. With Maria, we have managed systematically to keep her out of prison, which is quite important because that allows her to keep working and keep traveling the world and really speaking out for the things that she believes and is fighting for. But we've slowly also gotten some of the charges against her dropped. She's not fully out of the woods yet, so we continue to campaign. And we want that same outcome for Narges. We want her out of prison immediately, in fact, because of just medical reasons alone. Perhaps we can secure an immediate release for medical furlough, but beyond that, we want all of the charges against her dropped. We want her released. We want the targeting of journalists in Iran to cease. There's 25 journalists in total behind bars at this moment. Others, including courageous women who reported on Mahsa Amini's death, who face rearrest at any point. We need all of these cases to have constant light and attention around the world and to mobilize together for Narges's release and for releases of all Iranian journalists.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. And Karen, PEN America and PEN International, they're working for freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and you've also worked with Narges's case before. So what are you hoping that you can do now that you have a whole coalition to work with?
Thank you, Ingela. And again, it's an honor to be here representing PEN America and the PEN Network. As you said, Narges has been a key case for the PEN Network for more than a decade. We've had PEN centers from around the world, from Norway, Sweden, Australia, Canada, and the PEN International Secretariat working on this case. And then last year, PEN America gave Narges our Freedom to Write Award, which we view as a powerful tool every year to try and release a jailed writer from prison. PEN believes in the power of solidarity. We do believe that it's the sort of obligation of writers and those individuals who are interested in human rights around the world to work to try to free writers and others who are jailed or otherwise threatened because of their expression. But we do feel that we're all stronger working together. This is one reason we're really thrilled to be part of this steering committee and starting this coalition. We have managed to pull together more than 25 other nonprofit and CSO organizations around the world, both international NGOs and also NGOs focused on Iran in particular, to join us as founding members. But I think we need new tactics, we need new partnerships, we need more voices coming together to help free Narges and others who are being jailed in Iran. And we are looking forward to working together with anyone else who is interested in the same goal in going forward until Narges is free. So thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Thank you, Karen. As you said, many individuals and organizations have already supported the Free Narges coalition. And among them are also many Nobel Peace Prize laureates, like Malala, Denis Mukwege, Alexandra Matvichuk, Dmitry Muratov, Tawakkol Karman, and Maria Ressa. Take a look at this.
Free Narges.
Enough is enough. Free Narges now.
Free Narges Mohammadi now.
Free Narges now.
Free Narges.
We at Frontline Defenders demand the Islamic Republic authorities to free Narges Mohammadi immediately and unconditionally.
Narges powinna być swobodna.
Release Narges Mohammadi.
Свободу Наргиз. Свободу Наргиз. Free Наргиз. Пора освободить камеры для ее палачей. Free Наргиз.
Free Narges Mohammadi.
Stand with Narges.
در حالتی که تنها کاری که او میکند دفاع از حقوق بشر و حقوق مردم ایرانی.
As a member of the steering committee of the Free Narges Coalition, we call on the international community to stand in solidarity and do everything in their power to help free Narges Mohammadi and others who are unjustly jailed in Iran for their free expression.
We must support the freedom fighters in Iran and those who speak out.
Free Narges, no to execution in Iran.
Free Narges Mohammadi and all political prisoners in Iran.
There are many other women in Iran also face the same injustice, the same dictatorship. They are sacrificing, they are struggling for freedom, justice, rule of law, and the women's rights. I call for the freedom of every woman in Iran. I call for the freedom of my sister Nobel laureate, Narges Mohammadi. Free Narges Mohammadi now.